Workington is wide, he's in the gravel, and Sutton's going to go through for the lead. Ash Sutton wins. Through goes Ash Sutton. That gives him the race lead. Ash Sutton, checkered flag at the ready.
I've not been in this position where I've come in with this sort of margin, and essentially I have got everything to lose. Normally we come in a couple of points behind and we have to kind of go on the hunt and sort of be the one that's putting the pressure on, where now I've got the pressure being driven onto me. There's a lot more risk, I think, when you're having to be a bit of a reserve driver, how I have been for most of the year. But now there's that pressure, and I think the combination of the two, it's just a different type of atmosphere that I'm used to.
Woo! Thank you guys, thank you so much.
Ashley Sutton is the champion of 2017.
I was hungry for my first championship. So you go in there with the mindset of giving it your all. Obviously I'm still going to be giving it my all this time, but it is a little bit different. And if anything, I feel more pressure now than I did back then. I think there's a little bit of the element of people expect it to happen because I've done it twice. Back then there was no expectations because it was the first. People were unsure if I was capable of being a champion. And yeah, this time round it is definitely different.
For the second time in his career, the British touring car champion is Ash Sutton.
I won it last year based on the Ash that everyone kind of knew. But I nearly threw it away as well. If we look back at Crofts, I had to start from the back in 2 races, and that kind of could have turned the championship massively on its head.
You have been a different driver this year. I've kind of been thinking of you as like Ash 2.0. You know.
Yeah, version 2, yeah. This year I've had to just rein it in and play it safe, and I've had to be a bit of a punch bag throughout the year and take some strikes, shall we say. I've had to drop back down the order and reset and then go forward again, rather than the charging Ash that we kind of expect.
What brought that about?
It's mainly my engineer, Antonio Carrozza. He's someone that I've worked with since 2019. He was the one that had to pull me aside last year and say, you need to sort your act out because you're going to throw this away. And I had to take that on the chin and accept that, but he's worked with me through that. So through this year, he's on the radio and we've got that safe word now of when to use it, when not to use it. I think that partnership between me and my engineer is the key element.
It's clearly working though, because if you look at the stats, you've scored points in 26 out of the 27 races this season.
Points make prizes, don't they, at the end of the day? So yeah, we've got our 4 wins. Obviously I wanted a few more wins. I want to build that tally up in terms of total race wins, but also want to build a tally up of total championships. And the collecting these points day in, day out is what has put me in this position.
It's a massive advantage you're bringing into this weekend, isn't it?
It's a nice margin, like you said, but I'm not comfortable still. When you've got 20 points up for grabs in terms of a race win, you've got fastest lap and obviously leader lap, you can get 22 in a race, and you look at that, if I don't finish in the points in race 1 and they score 22 points, that 10-point margin isn't nice anymore. So yeah, I've just got to be in the top 8 in my head for all 3. I can't say that I've got one hand on the trophy yet. I'm looking at it, and that's as good as it is at the minute. I can't say that I'm close to it or I've got hold of it. If you ask me after race 1, then it's a different story.
What would being a 3 times British touring car champion mean to you?
It'd mean a hell of a lot. I want to match, if not better, the best, and scoring my 3rd would put me a little bit closer. The aim would be to try and get level with Colin as soon as we can, and then from then on it's best man wins.